Wanda Massengale is here, and she's from the Ozark Humane Society. And would you like to introduce your buddy today?
Yes, my buddy is named Mango. He is part half Chinese Crescent and half Jack Russell. He's about 6 months old. He is
He's a pretty dog.
Oh, he's
very docile too.
Yes,
for that Jack Russell to be in there.
Very loving, as you can see.
He didn't turn that on until the cameras came on.
Exactly.
He is very, he wants a lot of
pretty
attention.
dog.
He's very
So
pretty.
he's about 6 months
Yes,
old.
and he will visit the vet this Thursday to take care of being fixed. So,
Yeah.
whoever adopts him, that's already
He
taken
will
care
that's
of.
be done.
that's a requirement. I mean, if
Yes.
every animal that comes out of the Humane Society, they need to be spayed or neutered.
Right. If someone adopts a puppy or kitten and they're not of age to be fixed, then the person gets a voucher and an appointment to have that
Well,
done.
you don't want to perpetuate the problem.
No.
That
No.
brought them into existence anyway.
And the Ozark Humane Society used to euthanize animals,
Yes.
but they don't anymore,
Not
right?
anymore. So far this year, there have been 404 pets placed by the
And that
Humane
they might be
Society.
out of state,
Right.
in other areas,
And
but
then-
and here.
Can you
as well.
imagine 404 animals running loose in our area without homes, food, and everything? That's a lot of work, and I don't think a person realized that. I know what how much work my one dog is, and 404 with flea and ticks
Oh, yeah.
and all the fixing and the bathing and the cleaning out their beds and things. Now that's dogs and cats both,
Yeah.
the 404.
We want to. I don't know if we were talking. I can't remember if it was on camera or off, but he's 6 months old and he's about as big as he's going to
Right.
get. So I mean, what you see is what he'll probably
he'll be.
completely.
A good
Okay.
lap dog for someone, don't
Sure.
you think?
Evidently, look at him.
He
He's
loves
quite
it.
happy there.
But we've got some fundraisers coming up.
Okay.
Adopt-a-thon, September 29th, Nature's Wonder, 1 through 6. I guess that's more placing the animals than fundraiser, but it still would help.
Yeah.
So they'll have animals there available for
Right,
adoption.
Nature's Wonder. And the trivia night, again this year, is in October. It's October 13th at 6:30, and I think it's at the Grand Center, and anyone interested in being on a team or have a team can get a hold of the thrift shop for the Humane Society, the Cause for Paws.
And we want to throw that out too. That what's the name of it?
Cause for Paws.
Cause for Paws is the thrift shop, and if you have items that you want to donate there because that generates, I'm sure a little bit of money for the
That's
Ozark
basically
Humane
where
Society.
their money
That's their
comes
income.
from. Yes.
And I took some newspapers by there because last time you were here, you had mentioned that they needed newspapers. So I'm sure that's always a need.
It is.
They need volunteers to walk dogs and things like that too.
Right. If on the Facebook page, I believe there's a link for someone to fill out a volunteer application. And, just like this little thing, when I picked him up, he was kind of nervous. Volunteers help keep him socialized, bathe, walk.
He's falling asleep.
Yes.
It just really does. It really helps not only just the Humane Society, but also the thrift shop. And then when the spay and neuter clinic, there's volunteers needed
Okay.
for that. The average time for volunteers at the spay and neuter clinic is 120 hours they put in. And that's a lot.
Yeah.
And that's coming up. The next one is going to be November 10th, 11th, and 12th. And a person can go to the Cause for Paws thrift shop November the 3rd, 4th, and 5th and get the application and fill
Okay.
out for getting an appointment. And it's limit 3 pets per individual. Which
Okay.
I
Is
did-
there certain qualifications you have to meet to take part in that?
I don't think so. I think the qualification is just getting the animals fixed to get
Okay.
the population under control. I've had 4 stray dogs at my house this week. And only one had a name tag. So I guess that's become my pet peeve. If a person has a pet, please put a tag on it,
Yeah.
just
True.
a phone number,
Yeah.
something where your animal can be placed back with you. Because I know if my dog gets out, I'm a nervous wreck.
Right.
But I have everything, including my email address, on my tag. I want Teddy Bear back, but a lot of people, their animals get lost and they don't get them back.
Even just a phone number.
Yeah, just a phone number, just something.
Yeah. Well, your dog
Aw.
what's your dog population down there now? A pretty good selection of
You know, I'm not sure how many pets or their
Okay.
dogs or cats, but I do know there are quite a few. And I see on the Facebook page that more are.
He's loving it.
I can't believe he's got Jack Russell in his house.
Yeah, really.
He's being so
I think
sweet.
I think he has more personality of the Chinese crested than he does the
He's a
Jack
little laid
Russell.
back for
Yeah, he
with
really
anything with
is.
Jack
Aw.
Russell in him.
But I don't even know what we were saying now to you. We went on how his temperament.
He's
But
a
the spade
sweetie.
neuter clinics are coming up in November,
Right.
and of course you're having these other events. But people can come down and look at the animals
Sure.
anytime. What's the hours down there?
The hours are, I've got it here, of course, is 10:30 to 5, and they're closed Wednesday and Sunday. And one thing
Okay.
I did find out yesterday, because I wanted to know about what kind of food the pets eat.
Uh-huh.
And they try to keep them on the same cat food, the same dog food. So it's not going to upset their stomachs. You know, if
Right.
they have this bag and this bag and this bag. And they buy their pet food from Pal Feed, and they charge it, you know, and get the bill. So if someone wanted to go to Pal Feed and just put money on the Ozark Humane Society's account, that would
That's a
pay,
great idea.
Good.
It would pay on the food they use. And I also asked if Pal Feed does gift certificate, if someone wanted to do that, where, you know, they could go get the food.
Mm-hmm. That's a good. That's
But
a good
I
thing.
really think putting it on the account for the Humane Society would be so easy. And
Right.
and the lady I talked to there said that the person would get a receipt for their taxes because it is
Okay.
a donation.
Mm-hmm.
But they do want to keep their animals on this same type.
Okay.
Is he
Okay.
still asleep?
He's loving
He's
it.
on.
He's loving
Quite
it.
happy.
Well, you're not nervous anymore. are you?
Well, I'm sure that he's got a lot of play in him. So if you're considering Mango, he was kind of playful in the green room.
It's
He's a little
nap
nervous,
time.
yeah, but he's taking it easy right now. Well, Wanda, thanks so much
Thank
for being
you.
here.
Thank you.
And is everything? Do we cover everything? I know you've got to get out of here.
Throw
and
out the
get on a
number for
plane.
Ozark Humane Society.
The Humane Society phone number is 741-3050.
Okay.
But please, if anyone is considering volunteering, it could be even a group of children, you know, that after school, friends get together and they go help, and even on Saturday. It
And
would
you
be-
walk the dogs, groom, and even
Sure,
give
bathe,
them
bathe,
give them
yes,
baths.
just
yeah.
keeping them socialized and used to people. I mean, that would have to make it easier for them to be adopted.
Right.
And could they come on a Saturday too?
Yes, Saturday.
And what was the hours on Saturday?
Saturday, it's 10:30 to 5.
10 to
Okay.
5. Okay. All right. Wanda, have a
Thank
safe trip on
you.
your flight today.
Thank you.
And we'll see you sometime in the near future.
Okay.
And always looking forward to what you've got to bring to let us look at. And
Well,
hopefully we'll get Mango here adopted. He's a prime contender to be adopted.
I think so too.
Thanks, Wanda.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Up next, we're going to be talking with Dr. Rodney Arnold, and he's going to be telling us all the details on the Arkansas Symphony Orchestra that's coming to the Bill Baker Amphitheater really soon. We'll tell you about all that and what the dates and times, and this is an absolutely free concert, and we'll talk about that in just a few minutes. Stay with us.